Welcome to Adventures. Is this Unabridged or Abridged? This is Unabridged. Welcome to Adventures Unabridged. The meeting will come to order. Previously, daddy issues, a walk through the snow, a trip to the Underfrost. You're caught up. So, you all are sitting in the Underfrost with Garamond Goodblood, none other than Pierce's father. And you have signed up for the fighting pit in the Underfrost. Your kobold friend Q is back in Vera, regaling everyone in the brothel with stories of your adventures and just hanging out with Nicole. And you all are in Mardosta. So, you're sitting in the Underfrost after having signed up for the fighting pit. The fight that you are watching comes to a stop. It ends, and the unconscious fellow is carted off the field, and you see it's almost like the light gets sucked out of the. You've never actually noticed this before in the Underfrost. You have, Cass, but it's like the light gets sucked out of the room in the arena where all of the action takes place, and you can't really see. It's shrouded in darkness, so it's almost like the resetting the arena for something. And then at that point, an announcer comes up and says, "Will the Dickweasels and the..." They didn't give us a fucking name. Fuck. "Will the Dickweasels and whoever's fighting the Dickweasels come to the registration? Just come on." And like you can tell, this person has had a long day. And you have been summoned. You've been summoned to the arena.
Okay, hang on, because we bet money.
Yeah, I can't remember how much you bet.
It was a lot.
It was a bunch.
13,900, if I remember right.
Was it? It was, yeah, it was definitely more money than we've ever seen.
Because in my
You made us roll.
Yeah. In my penchant for chaos, I was like, yeah, roll a d20. You rolled a 13. I was like, all right, $13,000. That's what Zev has in his pockets.
I can't find my note, though, where I wrote that down.
Well, that's not super important just right yet.
Well, it is to me because I don't know where my notes are, but that's fine. Okay.
So you all make your way down to the actual arena?
Yep.
Okay. Still shrouded in darkness. There are people whispering. Pongu, you've never seen this before, but you hear people whispering, "I wonder what the arena is going to be. I wonder what it's going to be." And eventually you make your way down, and there's a little desk where you see on the other side, you don't see your opponents anywhere, but you see it kind of like mirrors. There's another desk on the other side of the arena, so you feel like you're going to be entering from opposite sides. And there is a tiefling man, and he just looks fucking exhausted. And he's just like, "This is our 7th fight of the night. What are your names? You didn't give us names." You're the Shadowmoor girl. Is that? Are you the Shadowmoors? Like, what's your deal?
We're the nobodies.
Yeah, that name sucks. All right, get in the corridor and get ready to go. When the door lifts, go inside. You know the drill. You've seen it.
Should we prepare for is it like to the death?
Yeah, it's to the death, but there are people to heal you. We're not barbaric. Like you'll be fine mostly, unless something really. I think 2 people have ever died ever, but that was just that. I think they had like a stroke or something. It was incident. It didn't really have anything to do with the. Just go. We're in a hurry.
Yeah, if you don't have pre-existing conditions, you're fine.
Yeah, thanks. Bye. Good luck. I don't care what happens to you.
Suddenly, everything got so rushed, and now I'm like really nervous. Okay, I was confident. I was fun and confident.
And all the lights go out in all of the arena, and you hear the announcer come up once again, and there's some music booming and echoing off of the illuminated icicles hanging draped all over the walls. On the north corner are reigning challengers, the Dickweasels. and you guys can't see them yet. They're still sort of shrouded in darkness. Rather, you're still shrouded in darkness. You haven't entered yet. And the challengers, the nobodies. And there's no music for you, but Kess comes out. Doing
Yeah.
doing jock jams.
Yeah.
So when you step out into the arena, you see an sort of a half-elf woman on one side, and she's got really, really pale features. You see a human who is wearing a quad corner hat, like a square hat, and he's got green hair coming out from underneath. And you see you see fluttering wings on a third person, but he's smoking a cigarette and just like kind of checked out of everything.
Wait, what
And
did
you hear-
what did the first person look like? Because I was looking at a card.
half elven
Oh,
woman
no.
with pale features?
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Ding 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 ding! Everybody roll initiative.
Oh no.
So they're kind of do they remind you guys of anybody?
Nope. Why?
I don't. It's just. And then Kess is like, "Wait, Pierce, is your foot okay?"
No.
Oh no. Okay. Well,
It's fine. Everything's fine.
already starting.
Listen, Cass, I can't go back there if we lose this fight. So, if we lose this, don't let them revive me. I can't go back to Gehrman if we lose this fight.
Well, we won't lose.
We'll retcon and say that this was happening like before the initiative rolls.
Sure.
Can I get 25 to 20?
20.
20 for Pierce. 15 to 20.
17.
What is your dex? Your dex is +1.
+1, yeah.
Uh, 10 to 15.
Oh no.
Kess, seriously?
6.
Nice.
Only 2 modes for Cass.
Mhm.
Ain't
I
that
rolled
the
a 4.
damn truth? All right. So, first things first. The man in the quad corner hat pulls out a sawed-off shotgun,
Oh my god.
and he says, "Come get it, motherfuckers!" And he fires immediately. Let's see. He fires immediately at, we'll say, Pierce. So, Pierce, that's going to be. Apologies, this is weird. This is weird for me.
For you?
Yeah. It's gonna be 20 to hit.
That hits.
Trying to remember what a D12 looks like. That's going to be is 12 points of damage. Rather specifically, piercing damage. And then he's
As it
going to
should
do it
be.
again. He's going to reload and do it again. So you see, he's got like a pump action sort of thing going on. So he like lifts it with one hand, and like a shell goes flying across. Oh, by the way, for the record, I didn't really set the stage very clearly. This is a it's like a 50-foot wide arena, so he walked 20 feet towards you guys.
Are there obstructions at all in this arena, or is this
Yeah,
flat
right
sand?
now it's flat. It's almost like a rodeo corral, sort of. It's like dirt.
Cool.
And then he reloads with a second action or attack, and he fires again, and that's also going to hit for a 23. And that's going to be 19 points of piercing damage.
Oh, I thought at first I thought you were saying 23 points of damage.
No. It's 19 points of piercing damage. And he kind of goes, and that's going to bring us to you, Pierce.
Fucking third time I've been shot today. So, Pierce can attack 3 times per action because it's level.
And with the third attack, reload can be one of those attacks.
Right. Actually, I don't
bonus action.
reload anymore.
Oh, nice.
I have a feat where we just assume that I'm doing it so fast that it's not taking any time, but I don't have to reload anymore. Not a thing we have to think about. So Pierce is going to use one of his adept marksman points, one of his grit points, to do a disarming shot on the guy that just shot him. So he's going to shoot 3 times. The first one is a disarming shot. When you make a firearm attack against a creature, on a hit, the creature takes damage and must make a con saving throw DC 17 or suffer... Nope, sorry, that's the wrong one. Disarming shot. On a hit, the creature takes damage and must succeed on a strength saving throw DC 17. Or drop 1 held object. And that object is 10 feet away.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh, well. Okay, so there's that. But the attack... So even though he's not disarmed... Pierce is using Iris, by the way. He very much wants to show off.
Of course. Locke, is there music? I cannot hear it. There's not music tonight? Okay, that's fine. That is A-okay.
And the to hit is a 23 to hit for the first shot. So that first shot, and he's shooting 3 times. So 5. Let me find. I also have to remember what a D12 looks like.
It's the one that looks like a Quidditch ball.
Yeah. Okay. The 19 for the first. No, sorry. Yes, 19 for the first shot.
Okay.
Then the second shot is a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Okay. That's 25 damage.
Jesus.
And his third shot is a 15.
15's gonna miss.
Okay. So since the save happened, he aims for the gun, fires, doesn't disarm him, lands the first shot, lands the second shot, third shot misses. And for bonus action, Pierce is going to use Second Wind and do that thing where he hits himself in the leg a couple times to try to regain some health. So I'm going to regain 1d10 plus 12.
Okay.
Which will put me at... I'm going to add 16 back.
By the way, guys, I'm using a dry erase marker board for this, and I don't know why I've never done this before. It's the best thing in the world.
Hey, I was just gonna say, I'm gonna put music in. My computer is just acting weird whenever I tried to turn on music, and I didn't want to risk it. So I'll put, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So we just have to play like noobs, or
Bum,
like
bum, 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 bum,
Bum, bum, bum.
jock jams.
Okay, Pierce, is that the end of your turn?
And that is the end of Pierce's turn.
All right. So, next is going to be the half-elf woman's turn. And she is going to take off in a sprint toward you all. And as she does, she is going to jump in the air and morph into a polar bear.
Ah,
And so...
Just like
she is-
Animorphs.
So yeah, she's going to run towards you. What is her... None of you guys have moved, correct?
No.
Okay. So yeah, she is going to run 40 feet toward you guys, specifically toward you, Kess. But that is all. She's going to run 40 feet, and she's going to hold an action. That is all. That's going to bring us to Pongu.
question. I know she's moved 40 feet. Where are her compatriots located right now? Like, how close are they to her?
So the one who, the guy with the gun, is probably 10 feet behind her at this point.
The anti-Pierce.
Yeah. Nega Pierce is what I have written down. And so yeah, at this point, she is closest. He's a little bit behind her.
Her.
And Nega Pongu is just kind of leaning against the wall smoking a cigarette.
But how far would he be from them, would you say?
From them, he would be 40 feet away from 40 feet away from her, 30 feet away from him.
Perfect. Pongu's going to start gesticulating with his hands.
It's actually before you do that, something happens.
Okay.
So you hear sort of a rumbling, and shoop, 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 shoop. All of these different platforms lift up within the arena itself, and dirt starts to like trickle down. I need everyone to make Constitution or not Constitution, sorry.
Dex.
Dex saving throw. Yeah.
Oh, balls.
It's cocked. Natural 20.
Nice.
Nega Kess also rolled a natural 20.
No, she did not.
I swear to God.
I hate her.
I rolled in that one.
Nega Pierce rolled in that one.
Let's see. I think I have an ability where I can reroll a saving throw that I fail. Okay, yeah, I do. It's Indomitable. Once per long rest.
I have lucky.
So I'm gonna reroll because I think a 9 probably fails.
It does.
Okay, 21.
Pierce, describe that for me. Describe what happens as these platforms lift up. You almost fall, but like what do you think happens?
So the way I imagine it is if because Pierce is fairly dexterous. He doesn't get to be dexterous very often, but I imagine a platform rising out right from underneath his feet. It almost knocks him off his feet and he tumbles backwards, but he grabs it with one hand, Iris in the other, and able to sort of pull himself up onto his feet, onto the platform.
Okay. All right.
For his correction.
Very nice. So your counterpart sees you do that and he's like, I like your moves. And he does the exact same thing.
Oh.
Fuck that guy.
Kess, you succeeded. Do you choose to stay on the platform or to stay on the ground? It's a choice, right? If you fail, you don't choose whether or not you're on the platform or not. If you succeed, you get to choose if you want to get on the platform or stay on it. The platforms are all 20 feet in the air.
20 feet?
Mm-hmm. There's 6 of them, equidistant from one another. Pongu, do you choose if you were re-rolling? Did you succeed on your re-roll?
What's the success seed score?
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 13.
A 13. That succeeds. DC was 12.
God.
Yeah.
Um,
So, yeah, what do you choose? Do you choose to stay on the ground or do you want to go in the air?
I feel like Pongo's gonna lift up actually when he sees all this. He's gonna fly up. So
I'm gonna stay on the ground.
Okay. All right. So, Kess, you are on the ground. Pierce, you are on a platform. Across from you is your counterpart. Pongu, you are on the ground. Or no, you're on a platform. And your counterpart also chooses. Your counterpart is 50 feet away from you, but he also chooses to be on the platform. Equidistant from you. So,
What about other Kess?
other Kess is on the platform too.
Okay.
But she didn't what would have happened? You would have been prone if you didn't succeed the saving throw.
Mhm.
You would have been prone on the platform. So,
Okay.
that
Oh,
is what
well, I'm
happens.
on the ground.
Yeah, you are
Okay.
neither prone nor on a platform. You're good.
Okay.
So now Pongu, I apologize. Now it is your turn.
okay. So other Pongo is 50 feet, but the other two are still within about 40 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Okay. With my free action, I like turn to Pierce because I'm assuming we're like hovering, or I'm hovering on my platform. Pierce is closest, and maybe I can make eye contact, and like I just yell out, "Fast or slow?" And like if I can glean any sense of what Pierce wants, I will pick a particular action.
Every
I don't
time.
know if you want. Fast. So Pongu's gonna use his movement to fly towards Pierce, and he's going to like make an arcane gesture and then pat Pierce on the back. I'm gonna cast haste on Pierce, and then with my bonus action, other Pierce is on the platform, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how far, how big rather the platform is, but I would like to attempt to telekinetically shove him off the platform.
Okay.
He's to make a 17th strength save.
All right. I love this. 17 strength save, you said?
Yeah. Yes.
Is his strong suit. He rolled a natural 18 plus he succeeds.
Okay.
So yeah, like you
that-
see, like you feel pulses from your mind create almost like a wind-like sensation. You see it push him, and you see him like dig into the ground and like
Okay.
on the platform and create these skid marks in the sand. And he's able to like catch his footing, only barely, but he's able to like, you know, he's able to maintain his balance. It was a good call though. It was cool.
I see that, and then I'm just gonna slink behind the pillar that that Pierce is on, so I'm kind of out of the line of sight, and then I'm gonna end my turn there.
Okay. Now there's not a pillar. These are levitating columns, or these are not columns.
Oh, okay.
levitating platforms. Yeah.
Fuck.
Oh, I thought they were pillars. Sorry.
Okay. Well then, I'm not gonna end right next to Pierce, but like, not in like line of sight. If that direct line, but like kind of off to the side. If that makes sense.
I gotcha.
And that's it. Yeah.
That makes sense to me. Okay, that's the end of your turn.
Yeah.
All right, so now it is Nega Pongu's turn. He kind of like, all right, shitheads, and he flicks a cigarette against like there's like a plexiglass wall, and he holds up his hand, and he like, you know, makes a somatic gesture that's like half cocked, and he like ends it with a middle finger, and there are. He sees there are several people. It's like toward the end of the evening at this point, and there are several people who are passed out drunk in the stand. And he gestures to them, and they animate and lift and start flying around within the arena. He has just used animate objects on passed out drunk people.
Dead people. Drunk people. Okay.
And there are 4 of them. And so yeah, they are going to fly 2 of them are going to fly toward you, Pongu, and 1
Okay.
each are going to fly toward Kess and Pierce. So that's going to be first for Pierce is going to be, that's going to miss, 13 to hit.
Miss.
Next is going to be also bad, 14 to hit for, that's going to be Kess.
Miss.
That's a miss. And then 2 for you, Pongu. 1 is a natural 1. He's not doing great. 1 is 3. So yeah, all of these like sloshingly drunken people, that was just horse shit. All these sloshingly drunken people, like you just see them barely stirring a little bit as they're like lifted and yeeted across the arena into you. And they just like sail past you and you're able to just deftly just like what? Dodge out of the way of these flying intoxicants. And that is going to be the end of his turn. Kess, you're up.
Finally.
Actually,
Okay.
no. He is going to fly. No, he's not gonna fly. He's just gonna walk 30 feet on the platform toward the action.
Okay.
And that is the end of his turn. Now, Kess, it is your turn. I apologize.
How is he? Hang on. You said it wasn't a platform. You said it was a.
It's floating. I said it wasn't a column. It's not a column that's underneath the platform. It is just a levitating platform. Does that make sense?
No.
Like in the
The
in
platforms
floating
in
disc.
Smash Brothers.
yeah.
But okay, but like, is it the same one holding everybody? So
No, there's 6 different ones.
okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. There's like he doesn't walk 30 feet. They're like there are. I'm just doing the arenas. They're probably 10 feet wide each, so he just walks 10 feet forward on his platform, not 30.
Okay.
I apologize, but yes, there are 6 different ones. Now, Kess, you're up and you're on the ground.
I am on the ground. I am on the ground.
And 20 feet above you, but within, like 20 feet above you, but nearby is your counterpart.
Mhm.
What's happening?
I have to look up how tall something is. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. I am going to cast Ally.
All right.
So I reach in my side pouch and I have like a big, like, not side pouch, but like on my side, like I have like a big
Yeah.
jug of the it's void essence.
Okay.
So I create a water elemental out of the void essence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the
And-
ally, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's 40 feet tall.
So now, towering twice as high as these platforms is this construct of Kess's creation.
Okay. And when that happens, shit. Okay, that's an action. Okay. Oh my god, I need my bonus actions. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The no music is stressing me out.
It's okay. It's all good.
Okay, well, I apparently don't have any bonus actions. I thought I could turn into something as a bonus action.
You should, as a moon druid, yeah.
Okay.
You've got combat wild shape, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's what I was looking just under my normal wild shape. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn into a
Cocaine bear.
I'm gonna turn into a air elemental.
Okay.
Ooh, air and water.
And I am also 40 feet tall.
Shit.
So at that point, the polar bear just kind of looks up from the platform and goes, "Brrr." Like he's like,
Okay,
not
and
sure about this.
on
I
my
take your feet.
turn, my ally can take an attack.
Mhm.
So that's going to, okay, if it's a water elemental, it's gonna slam attack onto the polar bear.
You're attacking the polar bear.
Mm-hmm. That's 16.
That hits.
Okay.
That's her armor class. Wouldn't you know?
Wow. That's mine too. Nope. Hang on. I rolled the wrong. What is a D8?
Pyramid with her butt stuck together.
Okay. Okay. I rolled a D10. 16 bludgeoning damage.
16 bludgeoning. Okay. Good.
Oh,
good
I make
hit.
another one. I have two. I have multi-attack. That's a 19.
That hits.
11 plus 4 is 15
Okay.
bludgeoning. Okay.
So like the polar bear just and like blood. It's like you hear sort of ribs cracking and like kind of blood and fur spatter against the plexiglass, like a hockey fight almost.
And
um,
air elemental cast just goes whoa.
and you see people in the stands like their hats blow off, like you just cast wind. all
And
over
then she starts coughing.
yeah. All right, is that the end of your turn, Cass?
Yes.
Okay. So that's going to bring us to the top of the order, Nega Pierce. Nega Pierce is going to do second wind. Heal for a little bit. 10 plus 12.
Oh,
Apologies, doing math.
I need to go back.
Okay, go ahead.
Because it's oh, no, I'm sorry. It only does void damage if it does the whelm ability, right?
I think that's what we decided, yeah. I think.
Shit. Okay.
Okay. So, you sort of see him like, sort of, almost I think we've described this before as like the Kylo Ren thing where he like, sort of like punches his ribs, and you see him like his rage healing him a little bit, and then he's gonna fire again, but this time he's going to fire at Air Elemental Kess, the largest target in the room. So he's gonna fire at you. That's a natural 20.
Oh.
So that's going to be. Sorry, learning how to play a character. That's 11 plus 11 plus 21, 32 plus
43.
That's 42 points of damage, of piercing damage.
Okay.
And he goes, "Oh, that felt like it was a good one!" And he cocks his gun, the shell goes flying, and then he fires again at Air Elemental Kess. And that one's probably not gonna hit. Well, it might. That's a dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
And that's
huge.
gonna-
I'm not not difficult to hit.
That's going to be 17 points of damage.
Okay, what was the first? 40.
32. No,
No.
42. Yeah, you're right. 42 points of damage plus 17 for a total of 59. And then he like turns to the crowd, and he's a cocky motherfucker. And he says, "Y'all think I got one more in me?" And he cocks it, and he does an action surge, and he fires at you one more time.
Actually, with that, I'm going to use my reaction. And I go,
Okay.
no. And I'm going to try to shunt him into a temporal shunt. So
what's
he
the
needs to
save
make... the save on that is a... Where'd you go, Tempe? 17 wisdom.
Tempe. Now wisdom. That fails.
So for the next round...
Actually, he's already used his thing for the day. So yeah, that fails.
Okay. So yeah, you'll see him getting ready to. He's like trying to like jostle up the crowd. He's trying to be all cocky, and he's gonna blast a kiss. And I go, no. And as I like swish my fingers, you see like I don't know. I'm imagining like you hear like tick tick tick, and like he like the sands of time like envelop this asshole, and like he's just like frozen in place. And yeah, that's my reaction.
What the hell is this? He's become more southern. I didn't
I've
mean for
noticed.
that to happen, but like he did.
Pierce isn't
So,
southern at all.
I know. Well, he's not Pierce.
I know.
Not the same character.
That's true.
He's
Yeah, it's true.
starkly different in each and every way.
Pierce did a southern voice in, I think, Larsom when he did the makeup.
Yep.
He put on the
That's
disguise.
right.
Yeah.
Lord did. So that is going to be the end of his turn. So that brings us to Pierce.
So this temporal thing that's affected Shadow Pierce is he still physically exists in front of me?
Yeah,
or
it's just,
across the way?
Yeah, he's thrown into another point in time, but it doesn't say anything about not being unaffected by other things. But
Okay.
Unless
Okay.
DM rules otherwise.
Son
No,
of a bitch
as
stole
far as
my
I'm
move.
concerned, like you can still see him, but it's
Yeah,
almost
he's
like
just kind of like
his consciousness is experiencing time on a different scale. That's how I
Yeah.
imagine.
yeah. And you are currently hasted to Pierce, which means you get an additional action, and your AC is you have +2 to your AC.
Pierce gets an additional action.
Uh-huh.
This is gonna get nasty.
Uh,
So yeah,
Filthy,
Pierce
just filthy.
Pierce will look after he does his thing and then gets frozen. Pierce like, this son of a bitch stole my move. And then he's going to attempt again to disarm him. So he takes an extra second, aims with Iris, and uses his second grip point to fire a disarming shot. And so it's a strength saving throw of 17, DC 17.
That fails.
So I still have to hit, and it is 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so he does still take damage, and the damage is going to be 23 damage. The way I imagine this is that Pierce takes that extra second, fires, hits him in the arm. His gun gets thrown 10 feet away, which I guess depending on which direction it flies is either off the platform or teetering on the edge of the platform.
What do you want to happen?
Would look for it to fly off that platform.
So as yeah, he's in a temporal rift, right? So you shoot him in the arm, and sort of what happens is like everything around him like light itself, almost like a event horizon, light and sound and everything itself is just like sort of bouncing off of him at a weird curved angle. So like you shoot him and you can hear just sort of like a weird echo from almost the past of him like swearing as you hit him. And so the blood flies and the bullet flies, but it's like sucked within this rift that he's existing in right now. The gun flies backwards, doing, 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 clonk, off the platform and into the dirt.
Pierce will fire 2 more times with Iris. The first is a 12 to hit.
Misses.
Then the third shot is a 24.
Yeah.
And that is a total damage of 18. With Pierce's hasted action. He wants to take a second. The arena that we're in, how does it have big? It doesn't, because have big protections for the audience, right? Because they were able to affect people into it, or is there? How much shielding is there between us and audience?
It not much. There's like 5 feet of kind of like a plexiglass sort of material, but it's not. You're not existing in a void away from the audience. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. So, as Pierce is aiming and he's getting ready for his second action, can he see Gehrman from where he's standing?
Yeah. I can't think of a good reason why you wouldn't.
Okay. He takes a second, and then he continues to fire at Shadow Pierce with 3 more shots from Iris. The first one
3.
is
Oh my god.
3 more shots.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. Damage from that right quick is
Juicy haste.
27
27 points of damage.
for the first shot. Yeah. Second shot misses. Third shot misses.
Okay.
Shouldn't have looked at his dad. Tries to shake it off. And Pierce is going to use Action Surge to take 1 more action and fire 3 more times at Shadow Pierce, taking another extra moment. Shot 1 is 24.
Mm-hmm.
And the total damage for this is 16. Whereas again with a 17.
Okay. What was the last? What was the amount of damage from the last one?
16.
16.
Okay.
And then the to hit on shot 2 here is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
Does hit? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that total damage is 17.
All right. So here's what happens. As I've said, Pongu has created a black hole. Not for the first time since he's been traveling with you all, by the way. He's created sort of a black hole with an event horizon around this human gunslinger. His gun, his sawed-off shotgun, is on the floor, sort of in the dirt. And you fire at him, and as I said, you can hear in the back of your head almost an echo from the past every time you hit this person. And like you can, what you see is just sort of like a shimmy of light, but he appears to be standing still. But at the same time, there are these frames of him that are moving like a flip book all around him constantly. So you shoot him once, you shoot him twice, you shoot him thrice. I forgot how many fucking times you shot him, but you shoot him a bunch of times. And eventually, boom, right between the eyes. And then all of these like frames that are around him sort of start to emanate with a bright glow, and then they implode and collapse. He is nowhere to be seen. He's gone. Like there's no body.
Is there since Pierce didn't have to fire his ninth shot,
You still have a shot.
he-
Just like, yeah, you can take it on somebody else.
No, I think just that. I think Pierce would take that moment instead and look again to see if he can read anything from Gehrman's face. After having just fucking obliterated someone.
Make a what's your passive perception?
Passive perception.
Actually, no. Give me your passive insight, your passive wisdom. There's never really a use for that except for here.
12.
12. He's sitting there with his arms crossed.
Is he watching?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he's watching. He's engaged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, that's the end of Pierce's turn.
Okay. Well, that's gonna bring us to. All right, Kess, like Locke, I need you. You're gonna have to answer me honestly, right? Can you heal in wild shape?
I can heal myself.
Is that a thing?
I can heal myself, yes. But
You're okay.
it's hang on. I'll tell you what it costs. Because it costs
I mean, it's a spell slot, right? It's like
Does she have all my stats? Is it the same? Same feats?
It's the same.
Same
character sheet,
feats.
yes.
Okay. My gosh. Okay. She
Oh,
has.
Except like she,
She's not.
obviously. She's a druid. She's a polar bear.
But is she a
but she-
changeling?
You have no way of knowing that.
Okay. Hang on. I can't find it.
I mean, she can just do healing word on herself.
No.
Like.
No. You can't cast spells. It's a specific thing. It's called. You can use it's called combat. It's a part of combat wild shape, and you
Yep,
use
yep, I see it, I
a
see
bonus
it.
action.
So.
And
Thank you very much.
yeah, so 1d8.
So she's going to use a bonus action to do that and heal for 7. So that's going to bring her there. Still looking rough, but a little bit better. And you're on the ground right now, correct?
I'm
No,
we're-
you're
I'm-
the giant form.
We both are.
Okay.
Me and my ally. Where we're
Both of
just
us.
right around her.
So, Pierce, here's what happened. You see a polar bear, bloody and furry, like paw prints with blood across the platform, run across the platform and leap toward you. And she takes attacks on you.
Did she leave my?
Yeah, she would have. Yeah, so you would get an attack of opportunity.
Cool. 19 for. Does my other thing get an attack of opportunity? Is it
Yeah.
just me? Okay, so 19 for one of them, and
I mean, yeah, it's gonna hit.
well, I know that, but oh, and 19 for the other. Actually,
Okay, so what's the damage?
no, 17 for the other,
Also hits.
and 26 for the first one.
Okay. Still hits.
Okay,
What's the damage?
I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. 16 for the water elemental
Okay.
and 19 for air elemental Kess.
Oh man, this is calculus basically.
And I see it very much like water elemental sets the spike, and air elemental guess just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, just like bam. Except it's a fucking polar bear.
yeah.
And then okay, yeah, that's sort of why. So the polar bear leaps, and while it's in midair, Kess and her companion get attacks on it. So it's while the polar bear is in midair, set, spike, slam, and Pierce, this half-elven woman just prone, slides on her feet, or slides on her side, basically up to you from where she leapt. She looks up at you, still prone, and she like grits her teeth and she becomes a polar bear once more.
So she's on my platform now.
She's on your platform now. Yes.
Okay.
But that's gonna be the end of her.
So she didn't take a swipe at me?
She couldn't have. She had to use.
I knocked her out of wild shape before she could. And then she had to get back into wild
She's
shape.
in position, but yeah. So that is going to be the end of her turn, and at that point in time, the platforms shift once more. So I need dex saves from everybody.
Get Dixie.
What if I'm 40 feet tall?
No, just don't worry about it.
Okay.
You're not fucking with a platform, really.
I've got a 20 dex as an air elemental, and I can my fly speed is 90 feet, so
Whatever shit you have going on is what this arena was not designed for that.
okay.
And I'm flying. Does it matter that I'm
Go ahead and roll. Roll with advantage. If you're flying, it's kind of a loosey goosey sort of thing.
That's
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you get to choose if you want to be on a platform or not. Negakess. So she fails and she stays prone. So she's like, this is sort of in between things. So she's already prone, so it doesn't really affect her all that much. But she's like very much so stuck at Pierce's feet. And then Shadow Pongu not do well.
Oh, Shangu.
Shangu.
Shangu!
Actually, Shangu did fine. Yeah, Shangu made it. Shangu is lighting another cigarette and just kind of like hovering, kind of like flying toward.
Shangu is great.
Shangu is, yeah.
Shangu, Shess, and Shears.
Yeah. So that brings us to...
Pierce rolled a natural 1, by the way, on his dex.
Okay, so you go prone too. Yeah,
Okay,
you are the platform. Okay, so your platform goes up 20 feet higher in the air. You're now 40 feet in the air, and you and the polar bear are both prone.
Ugh.
Everybody else seems to make it out fairly unscathed.
Damn.
So,
Elemental Kess is now trying to like peek because that's at
Yeah, it's
her
like-
height.
yeah. So that's gonna bring us to Hongu.
So looking at Shess, how close to the edge of glory is she from that platform, or are her and Pierce both central?
So, Kess, you tell me where, because when you take up that much
Shadow
space-
Coast. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Shadow Kess.
Shess.
Yes.
Yes.
Chess.
Okay. So yeah, yes, they are sort of on the they're both more or less in the middle of. They're
Middle,
not
okay.
in any immediate danger of falling off.
Okay. Fair. Well, in that case, I'm going to the animated drunk people. Were they floating? Or were they on platforms?
They're floating.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like. Do you remember during the dragon fight the knives that you had floating around? It's kind of like that, except they're people. Yeah.
Big ass people. Okay.
Like little puddles of vomit are flying.
Of course you would. I'm going to. I'm just gonna. Pongo hasn't taken any damage yet, right?
Not that I know. Not that. Yeah, doesn't look
I
like it.
don't think he has. I'm gonna have him do a Wisdom saving throw of 17.
Okay. For okay. Moment.
Five. Oh, misses.
What?
Nothing. I'm just talking to myself out loud.
So he rolled a 2, and then
Okay.
he used lucky and rolled a
Okay.
2 again.
Nice.
So yeah.
Cool. Pongo will hold out one of his hands. He'll do kind of a flourish with his fingers, and Shadow Pongo will start hearing like these piercing noises in his brain. He's gonna cast Toll the Dead on him.
Oh,
He will take 15 points of damage,
Necrotic
and then
damage.
he'll also have to make that Constitution saving throw to hold the spells, but or con save is pretty good. So
how many points of damage?
15.
And what is? Let's see. What's the Constitution? Yeah, that's a 21 on the con. So like the drunk people continue to fly.
Okay, fair. Did I bonus or that was it? Yeah, because Homegirl was already down there. Fuck it. I'm gonna make her as a bonus action. I'm gonna try to shove her closer to the edge. So that's a 17 strength save for prone cast.
Okay. It's gonna fail.
Okay. She's shoved 5 feet closer, 5 feet away towards the edge.
Okay, she is on the edge. Like she is right the fuck there. She's not like she was in the middle of the platform. The platform's 10 feet wide. Like she is on the edge, but she's hanging on. She's like scrambling. Think claw marks in the thing. All right, is that the end of your turn, Pongu?
That is it. Yeah.
All right. So Shadow Pongu is like, all right, let's get this over with. Pew 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 pew. 2 at actually no, all 4 at Kess. This giant thing. So that's going to be, I mean, yeah, you're sort of taking up a whole lot of attention here in the arena.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 18. So 1 hit. Also 18. So 2 hit. 17. Does that hit? 3 hit. And that last one misses. So that's 3 hits.
Are you sure? Because my air elemental armor class is not
What is the armor class?
15.
15. I believe that still missed 7.
Okay.
Yeah, that it's 13.
Okay.
So that's gonna be so 4 plus 14. No. 4 14 26 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So you just hear whoa, 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 whoa,
they-
like almost like a fair
Are the
ride.
people like stuck inside me now? Because
yeah,
I'm a
like,
I'm just like wind.
Yeah, so like they slam into you, but at the same time it's like throwing something into a whirlpool and it just like pew, and it just like continues. So it's not that he can't move them, but that's where they are now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And I believe that's his bonus action. So for his regular action, he is going to have to find something that doesn't require concentration. Which is you don't have a whole lot of those, Pongu.
I do not. No.
Yeah, we're gonna say that's the end of his turn. So, because it would require basically an item, and I didn't give them any items. So, or I didn't give him any items. So that is going to be the end of his turn. So that is going to bring us to Kess. What's up, Kess?
Okay. Where is he? In based off of where I am.
Where is who?
Shangu.
Shangu?
Yeah.
So, Shangu has not moved very much. I believe he failed his last save, so he's on a platform. I really should have written that down. So yeah, he's on a platform. He is probably 25 feet away from him.
25? Okay.
Yeah.
My water elemental is going to go, my void water elemental is going to go over there, and I'm going to do Whelm.
Okay.
So, Shangu
And
needs...
you're not in anybody's range, so there's no attack of opportunity. Yeah.
Shangu needs to make a strength save.
Oh, not his strong suit. I mean, I say that, but 15.
He saves.
Takes half.
Sorry. Would he still take half of the... He doesn't take half of the whelm.
Is that what he was rolling for?
Yes, but then it also does the void damage as well.
Yep.
So does
Okay.
he take half of the void damage or nothing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The way the void damage, like if it's the void essence, right? So if it touches, it's gonna do damage.
Okay. Well, it didn't touch though, because I didn't hit.
Well, it like, I'm gonna say yes, it would do damage. Like that still
Okay.
makes the most sense to me because it was a whelm and it's the void water.
He is pushed out of the way, so I guess she did. He's pushed 5 feet away from her.
Yeah.
Eight. Void.
Minus
Void water
8. And then
damage.
he's got to make a con save
Does he? Oh,
because he's
damage.
okay. That's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
But they are. Yeah, he made an 18 con before any modifier. So yeah, the drunk he's con as fuck tonight. So yeah. So yeah, the drunk people are still floating around. You moved, so they're not really inside you anymore, but they're still just hovering around the arena. And like at that point, Pierce, as a matter of fact, earlier when you looked at your dad, you remember someone saying, "Jeff!" at someone who was just like floating around the arena. So that's going to bring us to the top of the order.
No.
That's not the end of your turn?
No. I didn't take my attack.
Oh,
That,
yeah, you should
that
do
was
that
just. Okay, I'm gonna do whirlwind.
now. Okay.
Oh.
Another strength save on Shangu.
16.
Ugh.
Dang it, he saves. Fuck that guy.
Gonna have to do better than that, honey.
Oh, hold on. Okay, so
The
he
guy
was.
from
he was-
Independence Day. You know who I'm talking
Harvey
about?
Firestein? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'm gonna have to call my lawyer.
Okay, he was still flung 5 feet.
Okay. He's still on the platform. Like he
And
didn't.
he takes 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so
This time he takes damage if I
8.
fail. And I'm gonna.
And he just barely saves. But the drunkards still float.
Okay, I'm gonna position myself to where if I get knocked out of my shape,
You'll get up again.
I land on the platform instead of on the ground now.
Okay.
So I can.
That'll be that'll be a check, but I'll let you maneuver yourself in such a way that can be a check with advantage.
Well, I can change my size, so I can go into. I can fly 90 feet, and I can change my size. So I can just go up and become
I gotcha.
Kess-sized on the platform.
Okay.
Like a Kess-sized wind.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
So is that the end of your turn now, Kev?
Yes.
Top of the order, Pierce.
Okay, so we have a polar bear just barely hanging
Just
on,
barely hanging
just
on,
over
yeah.
there, right? Okay. So
But
Pierce
you are
is
also prone. Yeah.
So is getting up an action or like a bonus action?
Half of your movement.
It's half of my movement.
Mhm.
Would Pierce be able to, given the circumstance, get up, kind of stash Iris, and then just run at the polar bear?
Yeah.
His intention
Yeah. Tell me your intention.
is to hit the polar bear and fall down with it, using the polar bear to break his fall onto the ground, dropping that 40 feet.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Right.
Roll. Make an unarmed strike act.
Okay. So, arm
This is
strike.
going to determine a lot whether or not you
Okay.
hit.
It's a natural 20.
Okay. All right. So first of all, what is the damage on your unarmed strike?
The damage is 3.
I think it's 3. Okay, so 6.
Yeah.
That's 6 points of damage. So that's. So
I imagine like Pierce does the little leg, like that breakdance move to get up onto his feet, you know, that whip around, and then
well,
yeah,
you're falling
the-
40 feet.
To the jog jam.
no, I mean before even running at the polar bear, because starting from the prone position,
Oh, I gotcha.
whipping himself whipping himself up, running at this polar bear that's sort of scrambling to stay on the platform, and just going and whacking it and grabbing it in an attempt to ride it down.
Okay, so have you seen the Stanley Kubrick film Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Learn to Love the Bomb? So when he rides the bomb like a cowboy out the back, you're riding a polar bear and free falling. So
Yeah,
your
will-
hat does fall off.
Yeah, Pierce will wave the hat.
So
Cass is singing jog jams while this is happening. She's just over there.
there's just on the wind like anyway, so you take you're still going to take the full falling damage because it
Sure.
is, it's not a stuffed polar bear, it is a flesh and bone polar bear. So you're
Worth
still
it.
going to take 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And so you fall off the platform and you hear ooh as the polar bear just groans and wallows for a minute. You are both still prone. But you are on the ground now, and there are these hovering platforms 40 feet above you. This is awesome. This is my favorite. Is that the end of your turn, Pierce?
Do I have anything left in either? Do I have either a bonus action or anything left? If the only thing that Pierce would want to do at this point is prep for his next turn, so he'd want to just get out one of his pistols and then grab the Rod of Retribution that he has on him, which I imagine. So Pierce always has the Rod of Retribution on him.
Yeah, you do, and I would let you swap weapons as a bonus action. Yeah.
Okay, then that's what he'll do. Because Iris is a two-handed weapon, my assumption is that Pierce would have to have Iris Sheath to be able to use the Rod of Retribution.
Either that or drop it. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll
You
laying there.
used your hasted action, right?
Yes.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah, I imagine.
Yeah,
so.
that's how you got rid of him in the first. That's how you got rid of Shadow Pierce. Remember?
No, he has
Well,
it every
haste-
turn
Yeah, haste lasts for a while.
for a minute.
It's, yeah, it's.
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
up to
you still have a
minutes.
hasted action. Then.
So
yeah.
you have another action.
Oh, okay. Well then, with Pierce now has the Rod of Retribution in one hand, and he has his pistol in the other, and just laying on the ground, he's just gonna fire 3 times with fire rounds that he has loaded into his pistol. And just
Okay. Typically, close range firing, I wouldn't give you disadvantage, but because you are prone and because you're having to do all of that, I'm gonna say that does need to be with disadvantage.
Sure. Yeah. A whole lot just happened.
Yeah.
And it hurts. My arm. I landed on my side. My arm hurts. You know, that sucks. Okay. So first shot. So each shot is with disadvantage. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So shot 1 is a miss. Shot 2 is the first roll was a natural 20. Okay. The second roll was a 27 to hit.
Hits. Wait, what was the first? Because you don't know what the armor class is. What was the?
I
first?
rolled a 3
Okay, yeah. Well, with a pistol, what's your modifier?
plus 10, so it would have been a 13.
That hits.
Oh,
Polar bear is lower armor class. Lower AC.
okay.
Okay, you got
So
2 hits so far.
2 hits, and then the third one, well, it's a natural 1 on the third one.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely gonna miss. You actually you shoot and you shatter one of the plexiglass barriers, and it you hear somebody yell "Ow, my shoulder!" You shot someone in the audience.
But also, let's see. It's been a long time since this has happened, but that locks up his.
It's a misfire, yeah.
Pistol. It's a misfire. So the first 2 hit, and so the damage for the first 2 is 1d10 plus 6 plus d8 for the fire.
Jeez.
So it's 1d10.
Hold on,
Yeah.
because you are in close range, you are going to take the fire damage as well.
Ooh. Absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. Okay. So it is
From the hits, not from the misses.
right. So the first hit is an 18 piercing damage, plus we both take 6 fire damage.
Does this mean the audience is also on fire?
Yeah. Just an audience. Whoosh.
Then the second shot is 10 piercing damage to the polar bear, and we both take 8 fire damage.
Okay.
Pierce is now he'll turn and spit blood. He's not he's not on death's doorstep, but Pierce looks like he's just had the shit kicked out of him.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
And that's that is the end. Pierce is laying on the ground, hurt, a little on fire, and his gun jammed, and it's the end of his turn.
All right. So.
Layer action.
Not yet. So.
Not
Pierce.
yet.
from where you are sitting, from where you're sitting, rather, or you're still on the ground, right? Okay, so you're like spitting blood a little bit. You're not doing great. This woman just goes, God! And she stands up and she holds a hand out to you, and you can tell she's done fucking around. And she just absolutely slams you with a beam of sunlight from her palm. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Bitch, I haven't even done that yet. I've been waiting to do it. She did it before me.
Constitution saving throw. Oh, okay. I'm +6 on Constitution saving throw. So that is a 23.
That saves. You lucky son of a bitch. Okay. Level spell slot. So yeah, like this beam of So here's what happens. This beam of light shoots, and like you see in the audience where the plexiglass broke and there was an audience member on fire, you see from where you're sitting as you're spitting blood, you see someone like dump a bucket of water on someone who was on fire, and then they get hit by a sunbeam. So like as soon as they're not on fire anymore, they get hit by this sunbeam and they like catch on fire again, basically. Even though it is radiant damage, it's funnier that way.
Yeah.
So that is going to be the end of her turn. And at that point, I need dex saves.
Oh, but not from me.
You're floating, yeah? No.
I mean, I'm air.
Yeah, you not from you. From Pierce and Pongu and everybody else.
Dirty 20.
Saves. Fails. So Shadow Pongu is let's see. I'm trying to remember where he was. So at this point, he was flying. So like whoosh, and then the pillars, like you see Pierce where you and Shadowcast are. Another pillar raises up, but you two are both able to like jump out of the way in time. But the pillars that are up in, or not the pillars, the platforms that are already up in the air fly up even further, and one of them catches Shadow Pongu, and he goes prone. But he is the only one who loses this effect. So that is going to bring us to Pongu.
Okay. So technically, Shadow Punk would be out of my line of sight, right? Because he's above me. Or, how tall is the arena? Or like, what's above us? Like, is there a ceiling?
There is there is a ceiling. It is the platforms that are in the air are getting mighty close to it. The ceiling is probably
It's
70
ice.
It's ice, yeah. It's like a dome of ice.
Like, are there like icicles like jutting down? Or
I mean,
Well,
I've
yes,
always
there are.
imagined them to be.
What would you like to do with that information?
how heavy are these platforms? Are they like?
They're 10 feet
figured.
wide. They're square,
Oh.
10 feet wide.
No, those are big boys. All right. Pong is above me. I can see Shadowcast though on the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's in caster form.
Yes, she is. She's now in her
No.
Athel form. Shadowcast.
Oh, she's.
Oh, Shadowcast, yes.
Yeah.
Can I have her make? Actually, no. I'm just gonna try to light her on fire.
Okay.
That's a 23 to hit.
Go hit.
That is. Hello? Can you do that? 24 fire damage.
Jesus.
And she's on the ground. I don't see Pongu. That's it for me.
Okay. Let's see. So now it's going to be Shadow Pongu's turn, who's going to use half of his movement. You can't see it, He's going to use half of his movement to no longer be prone. And
I can't see him
then-
anymore either, can I? Or am I
No,
right there?
He's now above you.
Okay, okay.
He's going to use half of his movement to stand. Then he's going to walk to the edge of the platform. He's going to cast something. No, he's not. Sorry, I forgot. He's going to take. he's going to cast Flying Drunk again, and he's going to throw. There are 4 of them. He's going to throw 2 at. Sorry. It's hard for him to see where he is. So he's going to throw 2.
And I'm
Well,
small
how
now.
far is that effect? How far can he see? What is the range?
What effect?
For animate objects?
Oh, it's 120 feet. Yeah, he's got plenty. So yeah, he's going to throw 2 at Kess, 1 at Pongu, 1 at Pierce. Kess, we're gonna start with you. That's going to be 23 to hit.
Yep.
That's going to be 10 to hit. A 19 to hit, so that's a hit.
On who? Who's the 19?
Sorry. 1 hit for Kess. The 19 was Pierce.
Yep, that hits.
That hits. So Kess and Pierce have 1 hit each. And then Pongu is 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So 1 hit each for everybody. That's going to be... Apologies. Kess, we're going to start with you. That's going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, he knocks me out of air elemental form, and I'm gonna use a reaction
Okay, go
whenever I can. Well, you can go ahead with your math since you're doing it,
Okay.
and then I'll.
Pierce, you are going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And Pongu, you're going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I made a 23 con save, so my ace is still up.
Gotcha. Okay. That's going to bring us to the end of Pongu's turn. Kess, we're going to go with you, and then we're going to have to wrap up for the night, and we'll continue.
Okay. I use a reaction when he hits me, and it pops me out of my other form to cast Animate Essence.
Okay.
So I pull out another vial. I pop the lid off, and it's gonna move towards him, and he has to make a Dex saving throw.
Towards who? Shadow Pongu?
Because if
Dex
he's on
saving
the
throw, you
edge, and I'm under him,
He
I
is
can
on
see
the
him
edge.
now. Yeah, Dex.
Dex save. He's gonna do that again, and 14.
Fail.
Okay.
Okay. He takes.
What math rocks?
I heard the clicking and the clacking.
Well, he's still doing all right for now.
Yeah.
It's his
chunky.
it's his concentration that might not fare so well.
Fuck did I do?
So
Oh my god.
okay, does he make
Okay.
a okay? He made a save. Sorry,
Uh-huh.
sorry. 2 jobs today.
He takes 34 points of
Lord have mercy, God Almighty.
void damage.
All right, that's a solid hit. You see, like, You knock the cigarette out of it, like out from between his lips.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, the void water or the essence is because I can animate it. However, it's just gonna be a big hand. It's gonna slap him across the face.
Nice.
I love it.
I slap the
love it.
ego off of him. Okay, and then my ally. Hang on, I
Have to do more damage than 34 points.
Yeah, I get my whelm back. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
Natural 20.
Ugh.
Okay, he's. Hang on. Okay, no, he's not moved. Okay. And I get to make my attack now.
Oh, I've got to roll to see if he maintained. One more lucky, I believe. Pongu, you get 3 lucky.
We get 3, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna try that one more time. And loses his lucky. So you guys look up and boom, 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 just like 4 sloshingly drunk individuals just collapse and fall out of the sky and onto the floor. Oh, damn it!
Man.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take my bonus action right now.
Okay.
How far is Pongu and not Pongu, Pierce and Shess away from me?
So are you're still 40 feet in the air, right?
Uh-huh.
So they are 40 feet below you and probably 10 feet. So like geometry, however that works, they're probably
It's
like
the Pythagorean theorem.
yeah, a squared plus b squared equals, we'll say 40 feet away from you. 45. We'll say 45 feet away from you.
45 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run. If I run and jump off the platform, wait, 45 feet?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
No,
Because
no,
I'm willing to accommodate.
I know. Sorry. I'm gonna
What do you think?
bonus action healing word Pierce from the platform. I can do it. 60 feet is my thing.
What was that, Pierce? Slash
I
Shiva?
was gonna say, well, she rolls like, I've got a little bit of time. You don't have to.
Okay.
We're,
Y'all
we're,
wanna-
we're
you
making
wanna-
progress.
you
We
wanna
don't
do
have
a few
to.
more rounds? Okay.
Yeah, we can do a few more rounds.
25 healing
Oh,
Oh,
to Pierce.
Hot damn.
Um.
damn indeed.
Oh no. Oh, 31 healing. I didn't know. I was casting it at a lower. I wanted to cast it higher. Okay, and then for my actual action.
Yeah, because I need to know what was your
Animate Essence was my reaction, and then my Void Boy goes on my turn, and then my bonus action was just healing Pierce.
okay.
Now I have an
So-
action.
So you have an action and your
Movement.
and your elemental friend hasn't gone yet either.
Yeah, he did. I did
What
that
was-
first. It missed.
Okay, what
It missed.
okay.
Or it wasn't a miss. It was you had to make a save and you
A
succeeded.
lot of moving pieces here. Sorry.
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
What you doing, Kess?
I don't know. Oh, I know.
Boy, that was
I'm
I
gonna
know that
turn
voice.
and I'm gonna look at Shess and I'm gonna cast Sunbeam.
Ooh. Yeah. Do it right.
All right.
Okay.
Let's say. Well, I mean, I know what it is because I just tried to do it.
What'd you roll?
12.
You fail.
Oh, I know. I mean, yeah. I'm looking at her / your character sheet. So yeah, explain what happened.
Damage.
Fuck that bitch.
Damage dice.
That is
Damage dice.
junky. The Sunbeam.
I.
As seen in the Legend of Vox Machina.
It is.
Um,
It is solely concentrated on her because I can make it.
Yeah, chunkier.
Mhm. Okay.
It's like a Kamehameha thing, or
A what?
like a Hadoken, or is this like a single hand up?
Yeah,
Like-
describe the somatic gesture, Luck. Like, what does your hand do when you cast the Sunbeam? You can describe that as you roll damage. Like,
Okay.
just go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. Oh my god! I don't have enough dice.
Roll them twice.
I doubt that's true.
That's fair. Get some of the get some from the dice seller.
Press X to doubt.
This particular Sunbeam is not being directed in a way that could possibly hit any audience members. 'Cause
No,
it's
it is
straight down.
just on her.
Could it hit Pierce? Because he's laying there next to her.
5 foot wide, 60 long line. Each creature in the line, so it's a 5 foot wide.
No. No, if he's not occupying her
It's-
space.
Yeah, that's
He's
true.
within range of her.
Yeah.
So,
no.
Okay.
okay. So
It's gonna be bright. You're gonna get a headache.
Yeah.
But, you know.
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reach up like I'm grabbing the sun out of the sky.
Okay.
And
Metal.
Final
just
Fantasy
like
summon.
with like one hand, just like reach up, and I'm holding my ashes with the other,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna like fling it at her. Yeah.
All right. What's the damage?
Oh, I just said 39.
39 points of damage.
And it's holy shit.
Bump, dump, dump.
Okay, yeah,
bump,
just-
bump, 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 bump,
Yeah, go. That's my
That's your turn. That's the end of your turn.
man. Cass is gonna reach up to the sunglasses, not on her head, and just put them over her eyes.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna say you have sunglasses.
Yes.
It's
just
yeah. So that's going to bring us to the top of the order. Pierce, what you got?
Okay. Pierce is going to sort of roll back onto his feet,
That's
put a
half your
little
movement, but yeah.
Oh.
bit of distance.
she's blinded. Go ahead.
Revved up like a deuce, huh? Okay.
And we'll see. How do I unjam my weapon? It's been a long
You
time.
have to. I believe now you can take. You have a. Actually, no. I don't think that matters for you anymore. Hold on, because I think you have a feature now where you can do it like wicked quick. I think you got that at the last level of. Yep,
And you're
March.
still hasted, so.
I've spent all my.
Rapid repair. You can use a grit point attempt to repair a misfired but not broken firearm.
I have. Yeah. Okay. I have spent all of those. So Pierce is going to.
But you can still rapid repair. Wait, that doesn't make sense. You can spend a grit point and a bonus action? Okay. Well, never mind.
Yeah, you spend a grip point to repair misfired firearm as a bonus action. Perhaps I can attempt to repair it as a regular action.
I mean, you still have your other pistol.
And sure, yeah, that's
Well, yeah.
ultimately I think that's what he's gonna do is he's gonna just holster that one, get the second one out, and was I able, using half my movement, to put enough distance between me and Shadowcast that I'm not worried about splash damage?
Wait. Yeah, but she does get an attack of opportunity when you do that.
That's fine. That's fair.
So
If
let's
she's
see.
blind, it's disadvantage.
She is blind. It is with impaired with. Holy shit! What can she do? She's going to cast. Okay.
It's really great that I don't have a lot of damage spells in my utility belt, because with times like this, like that I don't prepare a lot of damage spells. Very heavy on the RP spells and things like that.
So while she is still, well, no, okay, never mind. That can't be an attack of opportunity. So that's going to be for her attack of opportunity. She's going to, son of a bitch.
Polar bear form still, or did she get knocked out of that?
No, she's still. She's She's going to hit you with a frostbite. Actually,
You have Warcaster cast? It's like, what did I give him?
So Pierce, make
Wait, do
a
I?
con save. Make a con save, Pierce.
Con save coming up. It is a natural 20.
Natural 20. All right, you save. So yeah, she like yeets. She basically throws a super snowball at you.
Wait,
and
I don't
it
have
misses and it goes into the
Warcaster.
crowd. What are you talking about?
She can't do that
What do you mean?
because I don't have Warcaster.
Oh, that's right.
So it's
that's
only like a melee, like a
Melee.
unarmed.
Okay,
She has
yeah, so
her
she's just gonna
staff.
She's gonna do a quarterstaff attack on you. Instead of that. So I apologize.
No problem.
That's going to be 15 to
I've
hit.
had-
So that misses. again.
That misses.
Okay. So yeah, none of that matters. So Pierce, you may resume your turn.
Okay. So, let's see. I really did. If you guys may remember, he's kind of a one-trick pony. He's got one thing he does well. So,
Really, really well.
he is going to take 3 shots from his pistol with the fire rounds. And so the first one is a 23 to hit
On Cass.
on Shadowcast,
On
yes.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to hit. What?
Dirty 20
Not
to
what?
hit. Yeah.
I was just gonna say I forgot, but my ally is. Never mind. Wait, it's not there anymore. On this
Okay.
round.
Ally gone. 2 hits, Pierce.
And third one is a 13 to hit.
That one's gonna miss. She got 2
Okay.
hits.
So first is a 10 piercing damage plus 1 fire damage. And then the second shot is 8 piercing damage with 3 fire damage.
Also 11.
Third one misses. And is Pierce still hasted?
Yep.
Okay. Then the other 3 are going in the exact same place, and he's just unceremoniously standing there, just emptying that round over over Kmart Cass.
Kmart Cass.
So
Oh man.
shot 1 is 17 to hit.
That's actually appropriate. Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Shot 2 is 14 to hit.
That one misses.
Shot
Those can hit.
3 is a natural 1.
Okay, so you got one hit. I have like what is the damage on?
And that one is a 15 piercing with 3 fire damage, 18 total.
Okay, so as you described, you are just emptying your weapon into this Kmart Kess, and she's like writhing, and she like eventually, no, she was standing, so she is just like bah, 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 bah. Like I think in the Matrix, like where they get shot like a zillion times and they're still just like bah, 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 bah. And eventually she catches on fire and falls to the ground, and she is unconscious.
Perfect. As Pierce stands up and he empties, like one sort of recoil misses and hits the ground, and on that last shot, he looks down at his gun, which the second one has now jammed. He goes, "You gotta be fucking kidding me!" And then,
it's that
he holsters
last
that.
shot. It's that last shot that just click. But at that point, she catches on fire and falls to the ground.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter.
With Pierce's bonus action, he will tip his hat slightly to burning dead Kmart Cass.
Very nice. That is your second kill of the evening. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right. Dope.
Kill of the week.
All right.
Can I do
So
something? I may have something that happens on. So I regain a grit point
on a natural 20, yeah, you do.
on a if I roll a 20 on a firearm attack, or if I deal a killing blow to a significant threat, and that is DM's discretion.
Yeah. I would say at this point, you've done that twice. You've got 2 grit points back.
Okay.
Dope.
Plus
2
the natural.
jammed pistols and 2 grit points back. Okay, cool.
We only have 2 grit points, right?
Yeah, I got
Okay.
him.
So, yeah. All right.
Cool.
So Shadow Kess is gone. And at this point, she was next in the order. So the platform shift once again, and they all start to lower. Except for you, Pierce, which I need you to make a deck save. Pongu, are you on the ground? Remind me.
No, I'm up above.
You're up above. So yeah, I need
Oh, I need to.
dex. Actually, I need one from you too, not Kess.
So Cass and Pongu are deck saving.
Mhm.
Okay.
And you,
I'm not having
You also, Pierce.
I do. I have to.
Yeah.
Imagine I have to dodge a platform.
14.
Mine was 13.
Success.
23.
Success. And then Shadow Pongu is 60 feet in the air. Shangu makes a dex save and he fails. So here's what happens, because he was standing at the edge of the platform, 60 feet in the air. So at that point, he starts to fall, but he can fly. So it's not, that huge of a deal. But he does fall about 30 feet before he starts to fly again. So he is now 30 feet above the ground, flying. And that is what you all see. So now, Pongu, it is your turn.
I would like Pongu to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. You mean Shadow Pongu?
Shadow Pongu, sorry.
Charisma save. 3.
So
And he's
you
used
see
all of his luckies.
Yeah.
So
Pongu, looking at Shadow Pongu, will start again making some arcane runes in the middle of the air, and you'll hear Pongu utter an incantation, but in common it just sounds like, "Back to the green, you must go. This is my domain, you filthy hoe." And he's gonna banish him back to the Fey realm. And since he is from there, he cannot return.
Oh my gosh.
And so Pongu banishes this fairy back to the Fey realm.
Okay. So with that point, there is the burning corpse of Shadowcast. Floating in the air, Shadow Pongu disappears. Y'all have no idea where Shadow Pierce is. And at that point, all the lights come up, and you hear an announcer say, "Congratulations to nobodies! Please get medical attention! So many of the audience are injured! Please help!" And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Is Garaman? I want to read on Garaman before.
Make an insight check.
Wait,
I got a nat 20.
I do have
If I was allowed to look.
I do have passive insight. That's really good. But at
Not a
20,
passive thing.
but at 28, might be better than passively.
You look up, he's drinking. He's nodding a little
Damn.
bit.
Okay.
But what do I read from that?
He was
Sure.
amused.
Insight check.
He was amused.
Kess just rushes over to the two of them and is like, "Okay, but was she prettier than me?"
No. Not even close.
Definitely not now.
Okay.
And then like a cleric rushes up and starts like somebody dumps water on her, and then they start. They
The
start
other
healing.
two are nowhere in the stadium.
Yeah, they're gone. You guys did a number on the imposters.
Oh my.
That's what
Guys,
you
that was
get.
fun.
I really liked fighting ourselves because it's amazing what like we do as our characters versus what someone with a character sheet does.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was really cool, Zach. That was
I'm glad
awesome.
y'all liked it. I hope you liked it. It was.
Yeah.
It was. I was like walking around the house literally today, and I was like, "What am I gonna do for this?" And I thought, I could find some random character sheets, and then I thought I could make them play themselves, and I bent over laughing. So I was like, "Yeah, that's what has to happen."
It was a very
Guys,
good idea.
Thank you for joining us on Adventures Unabridged. We will see you next time. Love you guys. Good night.
Don't forget to listen to Jock Jams. You're welcome.
Dum, 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 dum.
Now that's what I call jock jams.